Where Winter Crows Go by PriKarin. Hey there, Snowflake. Before we begin the story, I'd like to ask you a couple of questions. What are your preferred pronouns? He, him. Excellent. And what is your name? Jean. I like it. Can't wait to meet you. The road is quiet. No real sound can be heard except for the humming of my four-wheeled companion. No sign from any other cars in hours, not even a motorbike. The frosty air is so prominent I can feel it pierce through the window's glass. Bless whoever invented car heaters. I don't know why I suddenly grabbed my backpack for a 1 week trip to Frost Peak Town. I mean, I know it's supposedly famous for skiing or whatever, but it's literally in the middle of nowhere. What am I? What am I? A teenager hungry for a thrill? Who am I kidding? I know exactly why I'm doing this. Fuck my work, fuck my boss, fuck society. They can burn each other for all I care. I'm not usually this impulsive, but winter sports might be just what I need to take my mind off things. And no one's going to take me away from my well-earned break. No one. What the heck? In the middle of my venting session, a crow flies right in front of my windshield. Although I nearly lose control, I manage to get a firm hold of my steering wheel. Damn bird, is it suicidal or what? It nearly killed me. Whatever, I'll just... Huh? The car seems weirdly off balance all of a sudden. Really now? Here. Shit. God damn, Herbie. You're looking a little flat over there. And your parent is so irresponsible that he forgot to bring your spare tire. I take my phone from my pant pocket. No reception. Of course. No one is going to take away your well-earned break, huh, Jean? Well, a stupid crow just fucking did. I kick the snow. As much as complaining feels good to get your frustrations out of your chest, it's not going to solve anything. Time to explore the wondrous world of Winter Wonderland. Right. Now, where would I go if my car had a problem? A gas station. Yeah, if only. There's literally nothing here. Nothing but snow and big-ass trees. Frost Peak Town should be somewhere around this area though. I just need to keep walking. At least the view is pretty. Well, the trees changed. I guess that's some progress. The others were pines, right? Not sure about these ones though. But still, how come I haven't seen a single person or animal throughout my entire hike? Don't bears usually live here? Not that I'd want to meet one. Is it me or is it getting colder? Guess I'll keep walking. Okay, nah. It's definitely colder now. My hands feel like ice cubes and, of course, I had to forget my fucking gloves. Sure enough, the freezing weather brings out the first snowflakes of the day. They fall slowly yet relentlessly, and I can't resist the urge to catch a few with my tongue. I wish they tasted like something. Usually, I don't mind snow. It's undeniable that the tiny ice crystals are very pretty. Especially when it's sunny. It's as if everything is glistening. Not to mention, snow has a strange way of making you feel nostalgic, even if you've never seen it before. Yep, I definitely don't mind it. You could even say I like it. When I know I'm not at risk of getting hypothermia, that is. What's next? A snowstorm? Great. Is that a log cabin? Maybe whoever lives there can help me. Or not. I'm having such shit luck today that I wouldn't be surprised if it was abandoned. I bet it can protect me from the storm though. I hope. Never mind. I don't want to be alone in the cold. Let me see another human being. Hello? Is anyone in there? Please, I need help. No answer. Maybe they didn't hear me? My car got a flat tire and I have nowhere to go. Can you help me? Please. My hands are numb and have turned a deep shade of purple. My body's shivering so violently, I can barely stand. Fucking hell, it's so cold. The front door starts unlocking. Well, day 1. Where am I? I wake up in an unfamiliar room. Is this inside a log cabin? I must have passed out. I wonder what time is it? Did I sleep the whole night? Out of habit, I touch my pants pocket to take out my phone. What the? Only to find that I'm wearing an entirely new outfit. Huh? I guess whoever helped me out must have changed my clothes. They even bandaged my hands. I should go find them. Wow. This cabin is bigger than it looks. How many rooms does it even have? The door at the far back must be the entrance. I hear a bit of noise from the room on the right. Is that where the person who helped me is? Then again, I don't know who they are. What if it's someone dangerous? Well, not like I have the keys anyway. I should at least meet them before drawing any conclusions. Also, they did help me, so they can't be that bad. Horror game MCs must be rubbing off on me. When I enter the room, I find myself in a small yet cozy kitchen. And then I see him. A green-haired man who appears to be in his late 20s to early 30s, wearing a lab coat and washing the dishes. That's kind of anticlimactic. Shit. I said that out loud. And now he's staring at me. Abort. Abort mission. Maybe I can escape through the window? Oh, hey. You woke up. The man either chooses to ignore my slip-up or doesn't really care. After removing his cleaning gloves, he takes a few steps my way and stops right in front of me. I was actually about to check up on you after cleaning up. How do you feel? I'm okay. All things considered, I think. That's good enough in my book. It was quite a close call, wasn't it? You can say that again. Oh, thanks for helping me. Of course. But by the way, I'm sorry about changing your clothes without permission. It was kind of an emergency since you were... Oh, yeah. Don't worry about it. I mean, you did what you had to do in that kind of situation. If anything, I'm actually really grateful because otherwise, I would have probably gotten hypothermia. Or worse. Much worse. The man gives a sigh of relief. Thank goodness. I can't believe he was worried about what I was going to think when his actions literally saved my life. He's kinda cute, not gonna lie. If you don't mind my asking, can you tell me what happened? How did you get caught in a snowstorm? Oh, right. What can I say? A stupid crow scared the hell out of me while I was driving, and my car got a flat tire as a result. I see. That's quite unfortunate. Did I say something weird? Anyway, I thought I'd ask for help, but you're literally the first person I've seen in this whole area. Which reminds me, I don't think we've introduced ourselves yet, right? True. Does he need to pee or something? Why is he suddenly so nervous? Now I'm getting nervous. I better get introductions out of the way. I'm Jane. Oh, what a pretty name.
I'm Crow.
Seriously? No wonder you made a weird face. But don't worry, I only meant the animal. Besides, I doubt anyone who has a job that requires wearing a lab coat is actually stupid. Well, mostly anyway. Not that he needs to know that. I know, I just wasn't expecting to hear my name in quite that manner. I bet. In any case, it's nice to meet you, Crow. The pleasure is all mine. This guy's so nice. I wonder if he could tell me how far I am from Frostpeak Town. Wouldn't be good to overstay my welcome after all. Can I ask you some... Where are my manners? I still haven't offered you anything to drink. Oh, it's okay. I don't want to impose. Nonsense. I finally have a guest after all. Finally. I'll go ahead and prepare some chaga tea. It's very good for the cold weather. Thank you. I have no idea what chaga is, but he seems to know what he's talking about, so... Would you like something to eat as well? Don't be shy now. Breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Actually, breakfast sounds wonderful. It's been a long time since I cooked for someone. Is there anything you can't eat? Nah, I'm good with anything.
Alrighty.
Why don't you wait for me in the living room? It's right next to the kitchen. This place even has a living room? Yeah, gotcha. Wow. Crow sure has a lot of books. I wonder if he's some kind of scientist. He looks the part at least. It's pretty cozy too. Kind of surreal knowing how cold it is outside. After awkwardly wandering about the room for a couple of minutes, I decide to sit on one of the couches. Oh my gosh. I lift my butt and throw myself on the couch a few more times for good measure. So comfy. I should remember to ask Crow where he buys his cushions. The carpet looks really inviting too. Should I take off my boots and feel the fiber texture up under my feet? Yes, do it. Here goes. It's so soft. Maybe I'll buy one for my home. Having fun? Crow smirks at me while holding a tray with a bunch of stuff. I'm sorry. Don't worry, I'm not mad. Quite the opposite, in fact. It makes me happy that you feel right at home. Alright, here you go. Wow, pancakes. I quickly pick up my fork to give them a taste. The fluffy sweetness of the pancakes sends me right to heaven. So good. Several compliments slip out of my mouth before I even finish swallowing. I can't help it. They're freaking amazing. Looks like someone was hungry. Ugh. That's embarrassing. What am I, a kid? Sorry about that. I just got a bit too excited. Nothing to be sorry about. I'm happy you like them so much. Don't forget the chaga tea though. It'll warm you right up. I take the mug of chaga tea and rest my cheek on the brown ceramic. It's warm and has an earthy aroma. I've never had chaga tea before, but it doesn't smell like anything I've ever tasted. What herb or fruit does this come from? Curious, aren't we? Chaga is a type of mushroom that grows on the bark of birch trees. It's a little hard to find and you need to be careful not to confuse it with dead chaga. But it's worth the search since it's very good for you. Wow, that's kinda cool.
Right? Nature is amazing.
It sure is. When it's not trying to kill you, that is. But I don't want to dampen the mood. He looks happy. I distract myself by taking a sip of the tea, but almost choke at the unexpected taste. Ah, so bitter. Oops, I forgot to mention that.
Here, have some sugar, Snowflake.
Snowflake? Give him a nickname too. Thanks, Jewel.
Uh,
No problem. I guess he wasn't expecting that. Crow doesn't seem to mind though. He even looks happy. How cute. I add 2 teaspoons of sugar and stir. Better? A lot. Thank you. Maybe the bitter taste will grow on you with time. Who knows? I wonder if the natural food store near home sells chaga tea. Which reminds me, are you a nature scientist, Crow? Oh, curious about me, aren't we? Maybe. I like your honesty.
Something like that. I prefer to call myself an environmental researcher.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Do you have anything you specialize in?
Well, nature is pretty vast, so I study a bit of everything. Plants, animals, ecosystems. But right now I'm researching partial migration in certain animals.
Partial? Your face tells me you have more questions. You got me. Partial migration is just like the name suggests. It's a phenomenon where only individuals of a certain species move from one region to another, while the rest stays put. I see. Kinda like when some birds migrate because of winter. Yes, exactly. For some reason, the animals who don't migrate during the winter tend to be the same as the ones who don't migrate the following year and so forth. That's intriguing, isn't it? It really makes you want to know why. Perhaps it's a bit ironic, but I'm actually focusing on crows right now. Well, what can I say? It fits you to a T. I I'd better do the research justice then. That makes me wonder, was the crow I saw on the road a partial migrator or not? But enough about me. Why don't you tell me more about yourself? Promise you're not gonna laugh?
Cross my heart and hope to die.
Okay. To be honest, I needed a break. My job back home is really stressful, to say the least. And I don't know when the last time I took a holiday was. Like, a real holiday. Not just a day off, you know? I start to fidget with my fingers. Work's always like, this is urgent, or I need you to be online. Or, Jerry fucked up again, and now we've gotta do overtime. Every day, at every hour, everywhere, it's pure chaos. I bend forward, and there's no escape, and bury my head in my hands. I feel so stuck all the time. Like there's no point in anything. Like I'm living to work and not working to live. Like I want to disappear for a whole week and not think about anything. Which is pretty much what I did. God, what am I saying to a stranger? Sorry, got a bit overwhelmed for a second. Oh, it's alright, Snowflake. I think it's good that you're letting it all out. He's being so sweet. I almost want to cry, but I feel embarrassed about being so vulnerable with a person I barely know. Call me weird for thinking this, but it feels so right to talk to him.
I'm not sure why you thought I was going to laugh, though. What I see is a very hard-working person who's clearly not being appreciated and needs to relax.
And probably be a little pampered too. I think you were right in taking a week off.
Hmm.
In fact, you should have probably asked for more. Thank you. Though, I'm sure Crow noticed my voice breaking. He chooses not to say anything, probably out of kindness. Why don't you tell me more about this holiday of yours? Where were you planning to go? Oh, right. Well, actually, I wanted to ask you about it before. Is Frost Peak Town too far away from here?
Huh?
Did you say Frost Peak Town? Yeah, I was looking for places to visit that were good for relieving stress. Not beaches, mind you. Something to actually let my frustrations out. So I kept searching and found a bunch of articles saying how skiing was really good for all that. Then, let's just say I chose the place that was furthest away from home to feel like I was genuinely going on a trip. A bit of a thrill seeker, aren't we? I mean, not really, but I guess I needed a bit of excitement to take my mind off things.
Is that so? How curious.
That smile should be illegal. By the way, to answer your last question, Frostpeak Town is around this area. Really?
Uh,
Yes. I sense a butt coming. But it's a few hours away by driving, unfortunately. Oh. There is a bus that takes you there, though, and the bus stop isn't far from here. Then again, the snowstorm yesterday did quite a number on the roads. So it will probably take a while until all the snow is removed. They will most likely have to repair the damage too. Fucking hell. Do you know how much time it'll take until the buses resume their usual route? About a week, I'm assuming. Shit. There goes my holiday. Guess I'll have to stay in this area then. What about hotels? Are there any around here, Crow? Hotels? I don't think so. Not many people come visit around these parts. They don't? Not during winter, at least. What does that mean? Unlike Frost Peak, this village doesn't have any real attractions per se. Not to mention only about 11 people live here. Farmers and people with summer vacation houses, to be more precise. Well, and me. Wait, this is a rural area? More so in the other seasons. It's mostly deserted during winter since the village is not well suited to shelter cattle in such harsh weather conditions. It's most likely the reason why this village is called Winter Hollow. Winter Hollow. Sounds kinda cool, but also a bit ominous.
a bit similar to partial migration, don't you think?
Now that he mentions it, that must also be why I saw no one on the way here. I'm pretty sure Frost Peak must have at least one hotel in its town, but what am I supposed to do then? We don't say anything for a while. This is probably the unluckiest break I've had in a while. Getting a flat and having no replacement for it, forgetting my gloves when I'm going to such a cold place, getting caught in a snowstorm in a village that's pretty much deserted save for one person. For fuck's sake, why can't luck be on my side for once? Crow is the first one to break the silence.
Why don't you stay here for a few days?
Huh? Did I hear him right? Why do you always look so surprised? Considering there aren't many alternatives, I think it's a good idea, don't you think? I don't want to impose. Are you sure you don't want to impose? You're not. I wouldn't have offered you to stay otherwise. Then, okay, I'll stay.
Alrighty.
His enthusiasm is so infectious that I find myself jumping for joy as well. Seems I have a roommate now. Thank you, Crow. I mean it.
We're going to have so much fun you'll never want to leave.
Stop teasing me like that or I might just believe you. I'll go wash the dishes. Oh, you don't have to. I flash my palm at him before he finishes the sentence. Nope, you're already letting me stay in your home for a whole week. The least I can do is help you with the dishes and a few other things. Just name it and I'll do it. Alright. Good. I'll be right back. I arrange the dirty mugs, plates, and teapot inside the tray and head back to the kitchen.
I wasn't joking before, Snowflake.
Day 2. After waking up to one of the best night's sleeps I've ever had, I make sure to clean myself up in the bathroom. Whew. Thank God Crow has so many spare toothbrushes. I guess it makes sense that you'd need to supply yourself with a whole bunch of stuff if you live in the woods. Can't really make a quick trip to the grocery store, can you? I didn't see a car outside the cabin though, so maybe he gets everything delivered? The farmers probably sell him some stuff too. Who knows? Once I'm presentable enough, I make my way to the kitchen. I greeted with the smell of rice cooking on the stove, and the sound of Crow's masterful skill of cutting veggies at a ridiculous speed. Better not call out to him just yet or he might cut himself by accident. The moment I move to head to another room, though, Crow notices me and stops dead in his tracks. He leaves the knife on the counter and approaches me. Good morning, Jean. I was about to go wake you up. Morning. Somehow this feels like deja vu. Feels like a little deja vu, don't you think? We spoke to each other like this yesterday too. I was actually thinking the same thing. I wonder if this'll become something of a daily ritual for us. Ah, lunch will be ready in a little bit, by the way. Wait, lunch? I know I went to sleep earlier than usual, but still, did the bath relax me that much? Jeez, I slept like a log. Maybe it's the effect of the... Oh my god, please don't say it. Log cabin. That was terrible. Well, you laughed, didn't you? This cheeky buster. Yeah, whatever. But honestly speaking, you were under a lot of stress yesterday. It's no wonder you slept so much. If anything, isn't it a good thing? I imagine your job doesn't let you rest very well. You're not wrong there. Anyway, Do you need help with the food? Don't worry about it, it's almost done. But you can help me by setting the table in the living room if you want. Sure, I'll go ahead and do that then. Thank you. One set table later, I wait for Crow at the couch right in front of the window. But not for long. The neatly arranged bookshelves in the corner of the room catch my eye once again. All of them are hardcovers. All of them have spines with no titles. Books that look a bit worn out, but not to the point where you can say they're old. Just that they were read several times. Not gonna lie, I'm really curious about his collection. What does Crow read? Before I change my mind and chicken out, I grab a reddish book from one of the shelves. Let's see. Winter Ecology, Living in the Cold. Well, that's fitting, alright. We have all heard about ecology at least once. How it studies the interrelationships between living things and their environment. How it strives to explain the behavior of assorted species around the world. It is vast. It is ever-changing. But how much does it truly change in the realm of winter? Recent discoveries have shown the incredible strategies that living things have implemented in order to pull through the cold climates. This in turn reinforces the facts that we are all connected. All connected. It begs the question, how much is truly necessary to survive? The sound of Crow's footsteps distract me from going any further. I keep the book right with me. I'm not going to put it back, it's just a book. No big deal if I want to read it, right? Besides, he did say I could make myself at home, so... Thanks for waiting, Crow stares at the book in my hands. That's... Did that one in particular catch your eye? Yeah. Just in case I inspect the hardcover from all sides. Is there anything I'm missing? Sorry, was this off limits? No, not at all. It's just, well... I just thought it seemed interesting. Crow? Thank you. Wait, did you write this? It's not quite finished yet. You actually grabbed the one that's a work in progress. Oh. It's kinda cute seeing him embarrassed. I was hoping to keep working on this week. That's amazing, Crow. I'm sure you'll do great. Thank you. By the way, if you're interested, I can show you some of my favorites later. Many of these books have taught me a lot of what I know today. There have been some especially brilliant scientists throughout history. Sure, that'd be nice. I have to ask though, how can you tell all of these apart? There's nothing written on the spines or even their front. Oh, each book has a number and a symbol assigned to it depending on the topic. I like to keep them organized in this manner since the textless hardcovers look more aesthetic and neat. Well, you're certainly dedicated, that's for sure. Never thought of it that way, but I guess you have a point. I doubt I'd do it with my own bookshelves, though. Too annoying to keep track of what's what. Let's eat, shall we? Crow places our lunch on top of the placemats that I previously set on the wooden table. Don't mind if I do. It looks so good. I love salmon rice bowl. You do? I'm glad. I'll be sure to remember that. Wasting no more time. And before I end up salivating all over my clothes, I wolf down the meal with gusto. Every flavor is so rich. The smoky and juicy salmon, the fluffy and buttery rice. It's impossible to keep my smile off my face. I love food. That was delicious. Happy success then. Hell yeah. Before we know it, it's already evening and we've spent most of the day talking about various topics. I have to say that I'm getting more and more interested in Crow's research. Do you think I could help with it? Like when you go outside and observe nature or forage for stuff. You'd like to accompany me? Are you kidding? This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Sure, lots of people go skiing, but not everyone can say they've been studying winter ecology with a bona fide science specialist. Well, I certainly wouldn't mind. It'll be nice to finally have some company. And there are things books can't teach. You have to see them for yourself. But we'll have to go tomorrow morning. Winter days are much shorter after all. The sky's already turning dark. Yeah, that's totally fine. I wouldn't want to be alone in the dark. I wouldn't want to be alone in the dark either way. Especially given how I got caught in a snowstorm merely 2 days ago. It's getting a bit chilly. Shall we make some tea? Yeah, but let me wash the dishes first. With Crow right by my side, I pick up the plates and take them to the sink. It still makes me a bit queasy making you wash the dishes. You're a guest. Come on, it's no big deal. Have you never divided household chores with anyone? Not really. I've managed on my own most of my life. I know his experience is probably not the same as mine. I know it, and yet I can't help but I feel like I can relate. Do you ever feel lonely? Lonely?
Not anymore.
I quickly bend down to grab the broken pieces. Ah! But unintentionally cut a bunch of my fingers in my haste. Shit, they had just gotten healed from the frostbite too. Gene. Sorry, Crow, I broke your...
I don't care about the stupid plate!
Instead of waiting for an answer, Crow grabs my wrist and puts my hand under the faucet. Fuck, it's still bleeding. With vigor and precision, he lathers up my hands with a green herbal soap until there was no signs of red. This seems to calm him down, at least a little, since he's no longer grating his teeth. But he doesn't let go of my hand. Crow? I think I'm alright now. You can let go.
No, not yet.
I don't dare to interrupt him again, so I stare at him while he gets a hold of a first aid kit and takes out a small round container. Don't worry, it won't sting. He opens the lid, draws a finger in the creamy ointment, and rubs it all over my wound. It has a minty fragrance. Finally, he covers it with a gauze. Honestly, be more careful, won't you? It wasn't that big of a deal. I mean, yeah, I'll be more careful. That's a good bean. I don't think I should tell him I got hurt because he caught me off guard in the first place. Uh, thanks, Crow. We were about to have some tea, yeah? I'll make us some tea. All right. Great.
Nothing will come between us. Nothing.
No person, no animal, not even a pesky wound.
I'll make sure of it.
To be continued. Where winter crows go. Hello friends, thanks for watching that video, and if you like my voice acting, you can support me by subscribing. Alright, that's it. Bye senpai.